gonna say this, and a lot of people are not gonna like it, and they're gonna be a little bit ticked off. But at the same time, just listen to it because it is honest truth, and it's the reality of a lot of children and a lot of your children. Keep in mind that I'm speaking to the parents, or I would like to speak to the parents, because from a child's perspective, it's really, really mind altering and traumatizing for your parent to tell you all the time about all the extra stuff that they had to do and have to do, and how you should be grateful, and how you should, be happy with what they did and the sacrifices they made to make sure you had a perfect life and a good life, and this is taken care of, and you got a roof over your head and food on the table. You supposed to do that. Because the decision to make me or to make your child was all you. That was free willpower. And a lot of people don't realize what comes with the children. You need to have patience. Because when your child is snapping in the back because they just figured out how their hands work, you're irritated in the back. Somebody's saying, oh, why are you snapping so much? You just learned how to snap. Why are you doing it? That baby just realized. They just had an epiphany like, oh my God, my hands. Let them snap. They figuring out the world for the first time. If you don't got patience, you're failing. 2, do not blame your child for the extra things that you have to do now because you've made a decision to create another human being. That is your responsibility till 18. All the extra shifts you got to pick up, all the extra sleep you're missing, anything and everything you got to do to make sure y'all taken care of. That is all your responsibility. And for you to blame the child for what you made and for what you decided to do, because I could have been swimming in the imaginary world. I could have still been in the stars. I could have been still with Jesus. But no. There was the decision made. Happy about it. But what is really an issue is that often children get the whole story of, oh, I could have, should have, would have been if it wasn't for this, or I had to, and I couldn't do this because I had to take care of you. You don't get a cookie for that. Please don't. Please just listen to what I'm saying. Don't get offended. Just coming with you at honest, truthful, and from the perspective of a child. I also understand the parents. I do. I get the whole extent of you. It's not easy being a parent. There is no rule book. Absolutely not. But please don't do that to your child, because it would suck if it was done to you. Like, imagine you in their shoes. You didn't ask to be here. You just magically woke up one day and had consciousness. And your parents are always or constantly or have told you before, because it only take that one time for it to really leave a mark on your child. It don't take much, especially when it comes from your parents. So watch what you say. It's very important. But going back to what I was saying, for them to constantly be told like, oh, this had to happen. You should be grateful for blah, 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 blah. Do you know the sacrifices I made? Blah, 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 blah. What have you contributed to? Nothing. As I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to be learning my colors, learning how to draw, learning how to write my name out, what I like, what I don't like, managing my emotions. That's what I'm supposed to be working on. That's all.